And I'm here with
Hani Nagib from ZigZagALC.
So I'm sitting here on this beautiful log in this beautiful forest with Kelly. She and her partner founded this place. But first, maybe do you want to tell me a little bit about your history with alternative education and what kind of drew you towards that to begin with?
I always thought of like democratic schools or like Montessori, Waldorf were all kind of similar and just alternative, you know. And I was always attracted to all of them, and each for different reasons. But when I actually had children and was like start out just wanting to, you know, be involved in their education and doing homeschooling, really, I guess is what I started out as. And then I was noticing just how when I would do things like, I remember downloading some curriculum stuff like homeschool preschool and like having your kid like trace letters or something with their finger, and I thought my kid was not interested in like, you know, like he liked to paint or he liked to work with clay, but it's like didn't always want to combine it with like a letter or a number or a shape. And I just felt really like ridiculous doing it. I just felt a sense of like, you know, just with all my parenting, I guess, like I just really trusted my own sense about it. And so I was like, okay, well, this obviously is not, you know, no reason for me to be pointing out letters when he's interested in so many other things. Like it was obvious that he was always learning. And for me to be like always imposing like this particular agenda of like alphabet, numbers, and shapes, like just felt off.
Yeah, so we've done peaceful parenting with our kids since they were born. I didn't have a very good childhood and really wanted to change that with my kids. And it was easy for us to do peaceful parenting and to really plug in with you know, kind of follow what our kids' needs and desires are, and we had the space in our lives to do that.
Sometimes people see what Hani and I doing. What we're doing is like we're being like super parents, like trying to put like so much into the parenting thing, and a lot of them just like, that's not my thing. Like I'm not into parenting. I don't want to like. I have my own passions. I don't want to help my kids pursue their passions, and you know, I guess that part of to me that is like. Yeah, I enjoy being a parent, and this is my passion. So I see myself as a little different than the typical parent in some ways. It's fine. Like, you know, if you don't want to like stay with your kid all the time and help them like in this journey as much, and you have your own things you want to do, but they still have like an alignment with the philosophy, and like I feel like this is a great space. For those kind of families.
Both of my kids are kind of on the shy side, and we realized after a few years that doing this at home is really not enough. It's I really believe like we evolved in a tribe of like 50, 100 people, and just having this nuclear family, even if we're doing it perfectly, you know, it's not enough to feed them, and so we started looking at schooling options, and we live in Asheville, and there were lots of school options, but nothing really felt quite right to us. There was a lot of even the alternative schools in Asheville still come from the same place of like, we, the grown-ups, know what developmental stage you're at, what you're ready to be learning, and to, you know, and we're gonna feed you that, or we're gonna, you know, you're not ready for this other thing yet because you're not like there, that age range. And it's just like a lot of it felt like still holding on to that idea of grown-ups know better, and we really wanted to reverse that. Like we really wanted to follow the lead of individual kids and kind of feed them and support them with where they're at.
That's great, it's great. And what was it exactly about the ALC style, if you will, that really attracted you towards it? What were some of the greatest points?
So we are totally bought into the free school, Sudbury School idea, and we visited a whole bunch of them, and the idea of the kids leading and the kids being free is essential.
I felt a sense of engagement from the facilitators that I hadn't felt as much in other kind of just pure like Democratic schools. I really appreciated that. I also really liked that there wasn't a lot of time on meetings. I like the agile nature of it, that, you know, decisions were made kind of temporarily, agreements were made. Let's see if they work. If they don't work, let's change them. It felt more natural in the way we actually lived and worked as a family, really.
How would you describe the interpersonal relationships between the facilitators and the children?
I would say it's probably like the biggest thing we're offering here is a relationship, is a real connection. It's you know, I am someone that they can come and talk to if they're having trouble figuring something out, you know, or if like there's something they're really excited about and they want to know more, or share it with me, or I don't know. It feels just more like an extension of my parenting, I guess.
And as a very involved parent, what would you say is just the single best thing about being involved, hands-on in your child's education?
I think just the connection with them. Like I feel like we're really a family that we do things together all the time. Like this artificial separation that happens when kids are school aged. Then like, oh, now you go off and you do your thing and I'm gonna do my thing. I don't think that doesn't feel very good to me, and it's not by any means restricting it to the family. So the whole idea of the school is to expand our family and to be a bigger community. So we're doing this all together in a bigger community, but we're all very connected with each other. So it's kind of like a bigger family where I get to really connect with them in so many different ways. You know, only when we want to connect with each other, but it's always available. That option is always there. And that feels really good to me.
That's great.